Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and Apple has once again updated AirPods firmware, and this time it's for the AirPods Pro 2, both with Lightning or USB-C. This particular update was released yesterday at the time of this recording and is something that Apple is probably getting ready for new features with. So we'll take a look at how to install this. And first though, let's take a look at what the actual version number is. The new AirPods firmware version number is 7A305. And to check that, go into your settings, go to your AirPod settings, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see the actual firmware version, 7A305. If we go into this, you can actually see the case firmware. Mine is currently 70.92.0. Let me know if yours is any different than that, though. It may be different between Lightning or USB-C. Now, if you're wanting to install this, well, the way you install this is basically connect it to your iPhone, then set them down together, lock it, and walk away. Typically, I'll listen to a song or a podcast for about 30 seconds, then place them directly back in the case. As long as the case is charged over 50%, they typically update quickly. And Apple may have updated this with more recent iOS 18 updates, as this seemed to update very fast this time. First try, connected them, listened to a song for 30 seconds, put them back in the case, closed it, locked the phone, set it down, and about 5 minutes later it was updated. Sometimes it can take multiple tries though. Now, as far as new features and changes, well, Apple actually on their website has updated it here, and you'll see the latest firmware updates, and I'll have them on the screen as well, but basically here's all the new firmware updates, and if we scroll down, it says bug fixes and other improvements. Apple somehow is still not really telling us what's new. The last time they did that was the iOS 18 update. So they've just said bug fixes and other improvements, and we think it has fixed a couple things, but this also could be in preparation for the new hearing aid mode that we're expecting with AirPods. So it would make sense that it's on the AirPods Pro 2. Maybe they found an issue with it and maybe preparation for that. And we know that iOS 18.1, Public Beta 2, and Beta 5 also have that feature in the code that actually can be enabled. Aaron P613 on X actually enabled it. And you'll see the other day he tested Apple's upcoming hearing test and hearing aids features, and it works amazingly. And so he posted about it on Mac Rumors. And so this is actually something that I think maybe Apple's still working on to get right, but they haven't told us specifically what they've fixed. However, I did test a few things. One issue I was having in particular that seems to be better is I would have an issue when I was using these to edit a video and maybe listening to something else at the same time. The bit rate would actually degrade to the point where it was just really terrible. I would typically take them out of my ear, put them back in the case, close it, disconnect them for a few seconds, and then reconnect, and it would fix the issue. So far in my past 2 hours of testing it, that hasn't happened once. So maybe they've fixed that issue. Also, I'm hearing from people that were having odd disconnect issues with iOS 18 that appears to have actually fixed that issue. So it seems like this update actually fixed it. We don't know 100% as not many people have tested it, but it seems like they're staying connected to my phone and switching quickly between devices, whether that's iPhone, iPad, or others. Noise cancellation in my testing is exactly the same, so I haven't noticed any difference there, and music quality seems the same. Bass is pretty good, pronounced as you would expect, and it sounds the same to me, at least in my tests. Again, I've been using it for a couple hours. So there's not a whole lot new in this, but it does look like they've fixed some issues, and I would love to hear from you if you've actually experienced the same thing. As I've mentioned before, Apple really needs to improve their release notes here so that we can actually know what they've fixed and then report to them if they've actually fixed it for everyone. Once you get these on a million different devices, sometimes other bugs sort of creep up, and without knowing specifically what they've fixed, it's a bit of a shame that we can't actually know this and let them know that yes, it's fixed or not. The other thing is, I've mentioned many times, is we need an update button. And while it seems faster to update, and it technically does it on its own, we should be able to go in, see what the current version is, and just hit update. And it can give you more information from there. There's not really a reason we shouldn't have it, especially on AirPods at this point with all the different versions, but we're still waiting for them maybe to do that one day. So hopefully we'll see that. But other than that, that's all there is with the latest firmware, since many were asking, so I thought I'd make a video, and let me know again if you found anything different. Of course, I'll link this wallpaper in the description for free, as I always do, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.